Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show the new capability of CA Broadcom's Universal Monitoring Agent to stitch transaction end-to-end with traces originating from tracing client like Jaeger or traces going to apps instrumented with Jaeger client with traditional applications like Java, .NET, etc. instrumented with Universal Monitoring Agent. Before I jump into the demo, here is the simple diagram of the deployment and the request flow. What you see here is our demo application, TixChange app. It's a ticketing application that has the web front end, the services backend, and the request going to either the database or a web service call being made to a pricing gateway written in Node.js and instrumented with Jaeger. The web and the services components are written in Java and instrumented with our Universal Monitoring Agent. The traces from the Node.js instrumented with Jaeger clients are pushed to Jaeger backend, and a UMA or the Universal Monitoring Agent collects all the traces, both the Java traces as well as the Jaeger client traces from Jaeger backend and pushes them to APM server. And on the APM server side, APM backend then stitches these traces, providing you a full end-to-end visibility. Now here is my demo environment. This is APM SaaS. As you can see that the end user requests are coming into the TixChange web component, from where it goes to the services. From there it goes to either the database or the backend pricing gateway Node.js application. These two components are instrumented with Universal Monitoring Agent. As you can see, that APM server is able to stitch the traces from Java application with that of Node.js application instrumented with Jaeger client. Not only that, if I select my Node.js application instrumented with Jaeger client, you can see that in the component detail view, we are able to correlate your infrastructure, which is EC2s and Kubernetes and host, all of that with the application side. It shows all the key attributes from the application. That includes your Jaeger tags, OpenTracing tags, as well as some of the other key attributes like the span kind, traced by Jaeger, and all those things. So before I switch over to my terminal to show you how this is done behind the scene, let me show you the transaction traces that stitches your Java client or your Java application with Node.js application instrumented with Jaeger client. So now, since I've selected the pricing gateway vertex already, so I see all the business transactions that's been collected for this time period. So once I open it up, let me just choose one. Now, as you can see, the traces that have gone to different layers are presented here. So this is your end user monitoring layer, which is your business segment, the request going to your web, the services, and then this is the span that is coming from Jaeger client. In the details pane, you can see all the methods that have been instrumented with Jaeger client. So you can see the pricing gateway compute, your calculate, your format response method. And the component detail pane shows all the details of each of those methods. Now let me switch over to the metric view. On the metric view, we can see all the spans and the associated method that have been instrumented with Jaeger client. So now let me switch over to my terminal window to show you how this is all done in the backend. Okay, so this is my 3-node Kubernetes application box, and let me show you all the different namespaces and different pods that we have. So we have get pod -n. So this is the application namespace, and you can see that we have the Exchange Web, the services, the SQL, and we have the pricing gateway. This is the Node.js application instrumented with Jaeger client. And then in the UMA namespace, in the AIOps namespace, we have our UMA deployed, which is the single agent which automatically discovers and instruments the application deployed in your container environment. And then in the Jaeger namespace, we have the Jaeger backend deployed. Okay, so from a UMA perspective, all you need to do is download the Helm chart for UMA from Docker Hub, and you get all of these files in the values.yaml. And the only thing that you need to do is make sure that you have the OpenTracing property set to true. So what it does is it ingests a header that we are going to be picking up or extracting on the client side. So let me go to the Node.js application. So I'm going to log into the Node.js pod. So I now logged into the Node.js pod, and I'm going to open this one up. So all I did was in the pricing gateway call, I'm extracting the header, right? And then also I am inserting a tag. We saw that in the attribute component pane, right? And then for each of my calls like calculate and format, all I'm doing is creating that relationship between the root span and the child span, right? So the only thing I needed to do in terms of getting that end-to-end view is extracting the trace and the header. That concludes our video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you next time.